So let me introduce you to like others out here whom we do not know. Prodipto, uh, Rahul, um, and Raghav. They are of the same batch. They have I mean this they have just graduated this year or will be graduating. Raghav got into IIT, and I'm sure Pradipta and Rahul will get into somewhere great. I don't care where they go into. So why I said about Raghav going into IIT, because of the follow-up reason I will tell you soon. Samya is currently a student at Chinta Platinum course, and Sai is the senior most out here, who is also in IIT, and Raghav also will go into IIT Bombay, but Sai is in IIT Kanpur. I think Niraj knows her. Um, so, good news is Sai also was in the top four students. She got an award for being in the top four students at IIT. So that's great. Good news. So things to celebrate, small things to celebrate. Okay, and Sai was of course a platinum student. Both Sai and Raghav were a platinum student. Yes, Sai, want to say something?
Yeah. Hello. Hi guys. Everyone. And I was in top five, not top four. And
Okay,
thank you for the kind introduction.
sure. Yeah. So I hoped more students would have joined. Lily, she's also one of the brightest mind of our platinum birds last year, but she has some invitations today. She will not be able to join. I will sit with her or in the next meeting probably. So the reason behind today's meeting is very precise and very oriented. And I'm being very honest here, okay, with all of you. There is no diplomacy here. I'm being very brutally honest about what I think. And so, Chinta as an institution, I believe that we have been focusing really well on teaching and foundation building aspects. Okay, I believe we have the best teachers of the lot. Okay, our assignments and everything are really good. We and I have heard it from many students, and many students will be probably saying that. However, we lack in one aspect, that is making mock tests like IIT Jam. And I have approached this problem in a very interesting way. So I didn't ever give IIT Jam, or our ISI and CMI problems were great because they were like the problems we need to be, but IIT problems are a bit different. So for IIT, what we did, we involved other IIT past students to create problems like IIT. Um, Unfortunately, it didn't work out, and people have complained either answer keys were wrong or problems were wrong, and I didn't have any other option. Okay, and and I myself do not consider myself to like create the problems because I never gave IIT. I do not know how to make the IIT questions. So this has been a very big drawback point, and many students have suggested us to change in this aspect. And I really say that this is our drawback, and we want to improve upon it. And so from the last 1 year, we were there for 3 years. Sai and me were constantly working together to make mock tests. And those mock tests, I also tried once mine. That was horrible. Last year, Sai and another one person from IIT, they tried to do it, and Sai tried to use ChatGPT. So yes, I'm quite we are doing ChatGPT for the last 1.5 years. Okay, this is something we are presenting it to right now, but we are doing it from last 1.5 years. We know where it can go wrong and how it has improved and all these things. So, and Sai, can you share your experience of creating mock tests with ChatGPT? And I would say that yes, the mock tests were a bit better, but there are issues out there. Okay, and Raghav told me, I mean, the students who were of past batch told me, like Pradipto, Rahul, I'm sure Raghav, they have all suggested me that there are issues in the mock test and it can be improved. I will i will hand it over to Sai soon, but this is my goal right now. So for the last few days, weeks, months, I have been trying to generate And as LLMs are becoming better and better, I've been trying to generate problems with ChatGPT similar to IIT, and I have given those to Raghav. Okay, I will show them to you right away. Um, Before showing, I will tell you that what is my goal, rather what should be our goal together. Our goal together is very simple. Our goal together is to create infinitely many problems with ChatGPT, similar to whatever problem you want it to be. Okay, not only create but also generate the solutions. So I have there have been open space out there, open app out there where everyone can post their problems and their solutions in a mock test or quiz format. With your name will be there, not Chinta's name. It will be hosted by Chinta, but people will see your name and your college. So it's a risk, but it's an opportunity for you to showcase your talent and build a very good community. So our goal is to create an infinite mock tests. So Rahul, the questions I have given you, if you remember the PDF of sequence series, I hope you remember those questions
Yes.
created by, sorry, not Rahul, Raghav. Sorry. So Raghav, if you remember, I have given you those questions. Those questions were actually created by ChatGPT, not by me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, so what I think is that if I can do it, why not teach the people to create their own problems? Let's say you are learning sequence and series, and you think, oh, this kind of problem I cannot do it. No, you cannot go every time and ask a teacher in this busy world, in this world where everything is moving fast. Can you give me similar questions? I mean, you can of course ask, but uh, if you want researchers and other people or statisticians, data scientists to teach you, not like uh, I mean, they're of course busy with their own work, right? We are not fully doing this thing, so it's hard for us to help you out. So what we have decided is that we need a group of people who will create these problems, but also it will help them in their preparation journey. That is the goal, and that's the whole purpose. So the mentors that will be developing out of this group will be nothing but creating problems, creating solutions, and learning with ChatGPT. The course is for learning purposes also, but for the mentors, they will be creating problems and writing solutions with the help of ChatGPT that will help them in the preparation, number one. And they will be creating something for the entire statistics and data science community for free. And whatever we are doing, it will be for free. Remember that for all the students. So whatever you can, whatever you build, that will be for the entire community, and you can tell people that, see, I have built it. You can write in your resume. Okay. And I think this is an extremely important opportunity for each and every one of you if you want to invest in yourself. And whatever problems, so this is something I have done. And I think for the last few weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, we have been doing channel thing. So what we're doing is that we are picking out problems from the large group, and we are solving it using ChatGPT and GenAI, and then posting it in our channel. So instead of just posting in channel, what you can do is that you can write your name, use ChatGPT, and post it, write it in PDF format instead of handwritten solution. How beautiful it will be. So you are creating a movement of creating better content, better learning experience for students, and that will create the set the bar high for the students. And we will help you, and we want it to happen for each one and every one of you. We want you to become to be useful to the society. We want you to learn together. It should happen. That's how I have built Chinta statistics department. It has helped me, and I'm sure you're building a part of Chinta. And I promise you, all the things that you build will be for free. All the quizzes and the assignments, not assignments, but the mock tests that you build. But you have to do the hard work to build it. This is the goal. Okay, this is the entire mission we all should begin with. I'm sure few of you will not be able to do it, will be dropping off. A few will join you and they will be creating great. But this is an opportunity. I don't know who sees the opportunity, but this is opportunity in itself. Okay, this was the why part. Now the what part. What we'll be going to. So we'll be doing three things specifically. One is we will learn first how to solve problems using ChatGPT. Number one. Number two, how to create new problems using ChatGPT so that you can replicate it and create new problems in the app that I am telling you. I will be telling the mentors and all of you if you want to be a mentor. And number three, and people have rejected me saying that, hey, I don't, I wanted to get involved, but I do not have time to get involved. I want you to prove them wrong, not for proving me right, but I want to show you to be the pioneers in showing them that you can use ChatGPT for learning, for preparation, for practice at a much higher level than anyone else in the world can do. And I believe it is possible because I have done it myself. I have used the entire ChatGPT for my research coding purpose, and it has increased my productivity by 10x. A code I can write in 2 hours, it is written me in 2 minutes, and I have just adjusted a few stuff. This is the power. It has increased the productivity. So it has increased it by 10, not 10, 60 times probably. So it should increase yours. The first step is you should have good fundamentals. The second step is that you should be able to, you should want to, you will be taught how to do the problem solving step by step. You need to have a mind of learning, not a mind of consuming, like not remembering the solutions and giving it out. That then you will not, ChatGPT will of no use to you, because you will not learn, you will just consume, and it will not of no help. But people who have good foundations, who wants to learn and create something, for them ChatGPT is an enormous opportunity, and Chinta is building this place to help those students create those things. Number one, you will be learning how to solve problems. Number two, you will learn how to create. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Yeah. She is not saying ChatGPT premium. She's pro. She's just saying free ChatGPT. So number two, creating new problems. How to do it? I will tell you. I have done it myself. I will show you right away to do all the things. Number three, for those problems, you have to create the LaTeX code and write the solutions down in LaTeX. Not only that, whatever problem you face, the first thing you do is think yourself for 5 minutes and ask ChatGPT to generate ideas and give you hints. Think yourself first and then ask ChatGPT to give you hints. So you see, this is become a gamification in the whole learning process. Okay. But you have to build your foundations from your teachers, whether you're doing from tuition, college, or Chinta. It's your duty to get without having clear foundations, you will not know whether ChatGPT is doing right or wrong. That's why I think repeaters have more better advantages of learning from ChatGPT, or giving next year too, not this year. Have better learning because they know the stuff, they just to practice. Okay. So now these are things: learning how to solve problems with ChatGPT, generating ideas, how to learn educational stuff. 2, problem creation. 3, writing solutions and writing how to give it in LaTeX. Go to Overleaf, create a PDF, and whenever someone gives a problem, write the solution down in, because writing the solution, ChatGPT will not always be correct. Writing the solution using ChatGPT needs your intellect too, needs your intelligence too. Write your name that you have solved it with the help of ChatGPT and post that PDF there. Imagine how much impactful it will be having on the students who will be learning. And they will come to you with more problems. And with more problems, you will have more problem solving opportunities. And that will shine your skills every single moment everyone gives you a problem. And that gives that, number one, increases your credibility. This was our case when we used to do it. We used to do this in a, no, Overleaf is not just used for thesis purpose. You can also do it in a PDF format. Shomallo. So just creating a PDF, you can do it, and it can help you save all the stuff. Okay. So of course it can be done. Thesis is just like a long form stuff. Okay, so all of you good with the goals, all of you understood what is the deliverable here, what we are proceeding towards. This is very something different, drastically orthogonal to what we have been doing in normal classes, in normal college courses, and this is something educational. I believe I will make sure it's educational. Okay. Now, okay, so now I will leave the floor for the next 5 minutes while I go to the washroom to all the people who have used ChatGPT. So anyone who wants to talk about the experience with ChatGPT here and solving problems and the issues and pros and cons both. Anyone out here? Anyone? Sai, Prodipto, Rahul.
So I want to say something.
Yeah, so
The-
you please say it. Talk to this guys. I'm coming in a few minutes.
Okay. Can I talk about other GPTs as well?
Yeah, you can talk about anything. You can turn on your video. You can share your screen. You can do everything you want to.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
It's about in general generative AI. This is not about just ChatGPT. It's about any model that you use.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, go on, go on. Yes.
Okay, wait a second. I am sharing my screen. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
So the day before yesterday, I think while I'm exploring the GPTs, I found this one. This one pretty much gained my attention here. That here are many other chat GPTs. Like I said, I shared in the group that this particular GPT uh, in the previous meeting which Srijita take, just like the previous chat with of Srijita, it doesn't requires you to prompt that long prompt that uh, here that Srijita wrote. It automatically gives you all the answers step by step. It don't just give you the solution in one chat or anything. I guess you have to uh, you have to just try it once.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know about this. We try. Anyone? Anyone? Anything else you want to say?
If my voice is crackling, please forgive me because of the cyclone currently. I'm having some issues.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, are you done sharing the screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyone else, Raghav? Anyone else?
I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure what exactly Gen AI is. How is it like? How is it different from ChatGPT? Like ChatGPT is like a form of Gen AI.
Yeah, okay, see, I think by Gen AI is the model that we use. The generative AI is a type of AI. I think Shilita will be able to explain it in specific way, in more specific terms. But we call all of this Gemini, then ChatGPT, and Khan Miko, and even whatever. I think Microsoft has Binge, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
all of these are all the LLM models. They're basically large language models, and I think we call them together as generative AI. Generative AI
right,
is a technology. Yeah, ChatGPT is a subset of generative.
all right. So
I
ChatGPT
think
is one model name.
one of the models.
All right. I've used
Large language
ChatGPT.
models. See, large language models are those for which they generate text, and there are other models for images too. Oh, why I'm speaking, Shrita is real written more.
Okay, so LLM
Deep
is for
learning.
text only.
No, please continue discussion. Please continue.
Oh no, Raghav's question was what exactly generate, like what is the difference between Gen AI and ChatGPT?
Just give me a minute. Oh, generative AI. So essentially, what generative AI is, it's generating data. So in basic format is that if you have a random variable X, it follows a distribution of F. What generative AI is nothing but it generating similar X from the same distribution. That's the definition. It's called unsupervised learning. Okay. So now you're training it a lot of text, generating similar text. But there's a difference. Like I have oversimplified it, but this is the basic idea. It is learned on a certain data set. It is made in such a way that if you give certain prompt, so it's like generating the conditional distribution, data from the conditional distribution. This is generative. But here the data is like given the first 5 words, what will be the next word? So essentially, it's nothing but a conditional distribution. So it can be images, it can be text, it can be both. Did you look into that specific thing where two AI were talking with each other? You should watch it on LinkedIn. So one AI was asking, "Hey, how are you?" Another was, "I am good." So and they started talking like two human beings. And the other AI asked, "What did you learn today?" And the another AI says, "Oh, I learned about quantum computing." "What did you learn?" And they said, "Oh, yeah, I also learned about quantum computing. I found this interesting." And then it asked, "What did you find interesting?" And they started talking like human beings. And it's an exceptionally good conversation. And they started talking about like really interesting stuff. You should watch that, okay? You should watch that video and probably try to do that yourself. It's like, I think they're going to be an AI podcast where two AIs are talking with each other. That will be fun. Probably statistics AI podcast. Probably you can do it too. I think this gives a crazy opportunity of content creation and doing fun stuff that people have never thought before, instead of just preparation side by side, like educational fun stuff. Okay, so yeah, any other questions, guys? Any question? I am leaving it to the floor. Each one of you has. Oh, that's great. Each one of you is equally important as me, probably more important. So, any questions? Pradipto, Sai, Raghav, Rahul, Shumalyo, Shaurit, Swastik, Niraj, Shrestha, and Chamya. Any question you have before I proceed showing you stuff? Yes, Sai?
How do we teach ChatGPT the deductive thinking? The one we use for combinatorics. It's called deductive reasoning, right? If I'm not wrong.
ChatGPT, we cannot teach ChatGPT anything. It's already taught. We have to just understand how it thinks and mold it into our thinking process. Okay. Anyway, so let's get started. Any other questions? But that's a good question. Yeah, Rahul.
So what's the difference between ChatGPT 4.0 and ChatGPT 4 Plus?
It's a ChatGPT 4 Plus. If you use it by the paid version, you will see that it's very, very slow. Okay. I have used it in my work. I know that. ChatGPT 4.0 is very fast. It's a boiled down version. It's like principal component analysis. Uh, it's like you have 100 variables, you retain the 90% of the
In
information.
multivariate analysis, right?
Yeah. It's like you retain uh, two components, but or variation of two components, but retain 90% of the information. So it's becoming faster, but yet it's retaining most of the information. That's how it's done. Any
All
other
right.
question?
Okay.
Any other question? Okay. Okay, so let's get started. And if you have better ways, please tell me. So let's see. We are extremely excited. I will. So what we will do is the following. So let me share the window entirely. So what we'll do, we will go to IIT Jam past year paper. Okay, let's do Jam. Easier. Jam is a very easy examination. The way ChatGPT can solve Jam papers, it shows how Jam questions are. They are very easy. Okay, so we'll go to Chinta's side, of course. There are different solutions here. Now, what also I want people to rewrite all the Jam solutions with the help of GenAI, and we will talk about that. So let's go to this problem, 2023 problem. 24 are also there. Let's go. So let's take. I'm not sure, but they have given watermarks so that they cannot understand. But let's do this problem. This looks better. All of you okay with this question 8? have to probably do. So let's do question 8. So let me take a picture. So I've taken a picture already. Now what we'll do is that I will go here. I will take the picture. I'm not sure. So I will ask it to, can you write the LaTeX code? LaTeX code of this picture. So what we'll do is that we'll solve this problem. We will generate. Oh, sorry. No. Can you write the LaTeX code of this? This is free version, okay? I hope it does it correctly. Okay. Okay, it does it correctly. Very good. So beautiful, right? So it does it correctly. Now what we'll do is that we'll solve this problem. So let's see what it can solve. So let's think about this problem a little bit. That how we would have solved this problem. So it's asking that intersection of two events is 1/4. All the intersections, pairwise intersection and triple intersection are given. It's asking among E1, E2, E3, the probability at least two of them will occur. At least two of them will occur is what? Now, at least two of them means either so at least two of them, you can understand that either E1, E2 so probably it's probability of E1 union E2 plus probability of no wait. Okay, so whenever there is at least, yes, exactly. Whenever there is at least 2 and 3, so as Shumala has told, that whenever there is at least, you will think about 2 and 3, either E1, E2, E1, E3, E2, E3, or all of them. So instead, you can do complementing counting because at least is harder to count. Complementing counting is easier to count. So at most, so 1 minus at most 1. Right? All of you understood 1 minus at most 1. So now, therefore, you can find out now at most 1 will occur. So E1 intersection E2 complement intersection E3 complement. So whatever the sum comes out to be, you have to express them in terms of this. So essentially, this statement, then among all these things, at least 2 events will occur. This will be expressed as some event, and you have to take a probability. So probability is a set of events, and you have to express them in terms of the given information, right? That's how you have to solve the problem. All of you understands this? Or understood this? The given information. So therefore, you have a given information. You have an event information that you have to find out and express this in terms of that. So what we are doing, the step number 1, you're looking into all the information. Step number 2, we are seeing that what information we need to find, and then we'll connect them, right? So this is exactly what we'll try to do in ChatGPT, using ChatGPT or GenAI. So let's see. So I already done one of the prompting. So let me copy that. So let me show it to you. And it's a similar prompting. So step number 1, look into the information. So I have written this prompt, solve the problem in the following steps. Step number 1, look into the information given in the problem, summarize the main information in bullet points, then ask me if you have understood or not. If I say yes, go to the next step. If no, please explain me why. Step 2, use the information in problem step 1. That means you're doing kind of, sorry. Oh, So I have uploaded this file and asked it to generate the LaTeX code. Thank you. And then it generates the LaTeX code. And then I am using this prompt. I will give you the prompt. I have already shared the prompt actually. So I copied and pasted the problem and solve the other problem using the following step. This is where the prompt starts. Within quotes, I write the step 1. Within quotes, I write the steps 2, where I ask it. So understand. So we can improve the prompt here. Information required in the problem. In terms of what information is given and what is required to find. So this will help the model to focus. Step 2, we use the information in problem statement 1, that means what is required, given what is required to find, and to generate ideas to solve the problem. Okay, and then present the ideas and bullet points to me and ask me if you want me to which approach I want to take. If you want the model to take approach, then you tell the model, you will see the prompt will come that take the best approach or probably combination of them. And step 3, implement the idea, ask you to step by step logically solve the problem. So let's see what it gives. So it first provides summarize information. So it's saying that this information are given. Good. You need to find, see the given information. You need to find this. Say yes, I understood. So we want it to be educational, right? So therefore, the step-by-step approach is needed. Step-by-step approach is required for 2 things. Number one thing is educational. Number 2 thing is that all the generative AI and all these large language models. I think Sai, your batchmate Lakshmi, she was also in platinum batch. She's in IIT Kanpur. She has got some a job in large language model LLM. So you can talk to her about
Yes.
what. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. So anyways, that suddenly came to my mind. So you're right. Yes, I understood the problem. In fact, if you think that how we think, first, if you observe your thought process, let's say when you're overthinking, one thought comes to your mind, and then the mind starts generating new thoughts, right? Exactly, it is like generative AI. The prompt is nothing but a thought, and it's giving new thoughts. Sometimes thoughts are useful, sometimes thoughts are useless, right? So we have to order the thought. That's how we can think about it. He has understood the problem. Please proceed to the next step. So now this is more important. Now this is where the education happens. You will get to know ideas. To find the probability at least 2 events occur, we can use a principal inclusion exclusion. That's really good. That's really good. At least 2. So this is identify ideas. Step number 1, calculate the probability of 2 events is involved. Sums of probabilities for each pair. So you see, this idea came to your mind. Principle of inclusion exclusion, which we didn't think of it, right? Or similar such process. See, this idea generation is very important, because if you do it multiple times, you will learn yourself. All of you getting the point, guys? If you get the point, give a thumbs up. Niraj, Pradipta, Raghav, Rahul, Samya, Sai, Shrestha, Shorit, Shumal, and Swastik. Yeah, Shrestha, you want to ask something, or it was by mistake?
I was trying to react and I accidentally pressed that button.
Okay. Great. So now it's asking that calculate the probability of exactly 2 events occurring. Now, this involves the sum of probabilities for each pair minus the intersection of all 3 events. This is interesting. I don't know each pair of events. Okay. Exactly 2 events. So let's see sum of all the probabilities. I am not.
Sir, it is using the Venn diagram approach. So, like we mark the area in the Venn diagram and then we put in the values that are needed. We first add the like probabilities where the 2 occur at a time. Then we subtract the ones where 3 occur at a time because they are repeated.
Oh, for each pair. Okay.
Yes.
But
They are
shouldn't be
repeated. We subtracted
union.
2 times.
Why sum? Shouldn't be union.
So, sir, So it's similar now. For union, we take sum and then subtract the repeated quantity.
Yeah, so this repeated point should be removed. That's what I think.
Yeah, we minus that reality.
Yeah, let's see
Intersection
what
of
it
three.
does. Yes, you're right. Yeah, it has generated, yeah, which is pretty good, I guess. Yeah, so I don't expect all to be correct. Probably it's correct. I need to think about it. So calculate the probability of exactly 3 events occurring, which are already there. Add the probabilities from 2 steps. Okay, 2 events occurring, exactly 2 events. Okay, this sounds good. Hmm. Yeah, you're right. This is right. Yeah, this is pretty good actually. You see, if you see the Venn diagram, this is actually right. E1 intersection E2 plus E3. Exactly 2 is this. So it's doing pretty good. Yeah, I understand the ideas. All of you understood it, guys? So exactly 2 plus exactly 3, what they're doing.
So can it show the Venn diagram if you ask it to?
No, I don't think so, but let's see. Can you show the Venn diagram? I don't think so. It will not be. Draw the Venn diagram. But it can tell you, like,
So maybe ChatGPT 4 can draw the Venn diagram if
no,
you ask
no,
it
no.
to.
This images are not so good. None of the models can now convert a text into whatever it needs. It is not being able to do. Like if you ask me, draw a circle with a line inside, it will not be able to do it. So if you ask it like this, let me try it for you. Draw a circle with, I think it will not be able to, the line inside it. Yeah, it will not be able to do it, but it can. Yeah. So yeah, Sai and Pradipta has some interesting insight surely.
So we
Yeah,
can
I,
ask
I
it
just
to write a code to draw the Venn diagram
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
R.
So we
Python.
can ask it to write the code, and that's why it will become interesting. So let's do that. Thank you. Can you draw the Venn diagram and give a code? Can you write the code to draw the Venn diagram? Let's see. Oh, what?
In the drop down menu, you have to change the model.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Okay, so this is what overleaf gives. So let's see. You can do anything online. LaTeX. Okay, let's do it in overleaf only. New project, blank project. GenAI. Let's see what it gives. Oh, okay. Not really. But you can improve. Let's see. This is not giving it properly. Can you draw 3 circles properly? Can you make sure the circle
I
is,
guess it will not give the proper
yeah?
diagram because it is not computing. If you ask it with the help of Python or R,
Yeah.
it will
Can you
certainly give.
do it with Python? Let's see. Why is it not giving? It'll take some time probably. Okay. So while since this is not working, let's go to meta.ai. So yeah, you cannot wait for it. So let's do the same thing. I believe meta.ai is better. So what we'll do is this. We'll again copy and paste the code. We'll see what it gives. But yeah, you can see it can solve the problem. It can give you ideas to solve the problem. That's extremely important. So okay. So yeah, so we are given this point. We need to find the probability at least. Yeah, I can say yes. See, it is. This is something I didn't do. It did it itself. So identify potential approaches. Use principal inclusion extension. Very good. Find the union of three events. Okay. Find the complement. Okay, it gave complement idea which was not given by ChatGPT. So this is better, I guess. We can break down at least two events in disjoint and their probabilities. So you see, which one do you think is better for idea generation, guys? Which one do you think better? Yeah, write that in your comment box. Which one do you think is better for? Let's compare both. So it does this. Yeah, it gives a more detailed format. Probably it will give it later on. But yeah. Which one do you think? Can you write it down? Can you comment which one do you think? Meta.ai or ChatGPT? Like Llama 3 or ChatGPT? GPT for steps, but it didn't give you the steps right now, Shumalo. It will give you the steps. So let's see. Let's see the full one then. So now select. So it actually skipped the step 2 for me. It didn't ask which one I want to select, but it's asking me right now. So select the best process or idea or step you think will solve the problem and help me to understand. Or you can also select combination of the ideas. Okay, so based on the problem, I think a combination of disjoint cases. So break down at least two events occur. Exactly two events occur, three events occur using inclusion to find the probability of each case. So exactly two events occur. Okay, it's pretty good. We find the probability of this case adding probability of each pair minus subtract, avoid double counting. Here it did a mistake, I guess.
This is incorrect.
Yeah, there's a
It's
3
only
actually
two.
multiplied. Huh?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, it's incorrect. But the good thing is that if you know, if your foundations are good, that's what I mentioned before. Here you got ChatGPT to be luckily correct, but in most of the cases it will not be correct. If your foundations are good, you will understand this and you will see why this is not true. And that's where your intuition is important. Okay. You see, these are the minute, subtle cases where you can miss. And that's why your knowledge is important. So, okay. But okay, let's see what it's giving wrong answer. Someone was telling me what it. So what I will do is that in case 1, are you sure about the calculation? Can you think about it once more? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Now, no. Why did you subtract 2? Please explain. Yeah, Sai.
Here is my observation about computations that ChatGPT does. I really don't know about Meta.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it can do certain problems really well, even the computation, and
Yeah.
certain problems it just can't use its brain.
No, it has no brain. So, I mean, I will show you one example. Okay. I'm not sure if so. Yesterday, one person posted that he is actually hired by OpenAI. He is hired by OpenAI to solve, like to give a problem. Like they have been giving a problem and solving the entire Python, like the whole problem step by step using Python script. It is a like computational problem. So essentially, what they're doing is that what is the future of GenAI companies and LLM companies will be there. They'll be hiring people like you and me, or like all of you, I mean, and they will be given problem to solutions, and they will be using this to train a model that can solve future problems. That's how the future is coming, and that's how all the big companies are doing. That's how all of the next companies will be doing. Okay, so yeah, okay, but you can see, you get the idea. I mean, it's wrong, of course, but it's, you get the idea. Yeah, Raghav, yes, please.
So, sir, if I correct it this time, like I tell it that it should be three times, and then from another device I put in the same problem, it will learn from its mistake. It
Can
will
you
like
come
again
again,
give the
Rahul?
wrong answer.
Raghav, sorry.
So I'm saying that if I correct it right now,
Huh,
I tell Meta that it should be three times. You should
yeah.
track it three times. Then I try putting in the same problem from another device. So what will be the response then? Will it learn from its mistake?
Yeah, so let's say, so here it will not learn because it's just for you, because it doesn't remember what you chat, what you train it. But in the future, let's say Chinta wants to build an IIT free solver problem solving. So there it will learn from that. But if you use it in training, but it is not using in training.
All right.
Yeah, so we need to use it in
It
training.
is for me. It is for me only. So when I use it next time, for me it will give the correct answer.
No, it will also not give the correct, because it has something called context length. That is, remembers just, let's say, the last 5,000 words. So after 5,000, it will forget.
Okay.
It's a very short
Okay,
term,
sir.
and yeah, that's why. So this is short term. Hi, Lily. So yeah, um, yeah, your role is very important here. So please let me know if you have any. And thank you for joining amidst your work. So yeah, one sum. Yeah, let me just complete. So when it's giving wrong answers, what the future is that, if you imagine how to solve a problem, essentially your brain has multiple paths. You're doing in multiple steps. You have to identify those steps very clearly. That's what our job is, to understand what are the steps. I have done a few steps, right? But even if it doesn't solve, for example, so let's say it doesn't solve this, what we can add. um, so let's say we go to another. So you got this is kind of experimental also. So let's go here. I have to log in. Oops, sorry. Anyways, so what I was thinking is that how to, I have to log in from another account, but what we can change in the steps, so that, for example, this line, be logically constant mathematical reasoning. Um, so probably it, so essentially you have to add more steps, fundamental few steps out here, so that you can use it for better problem solving. This is some experimentation that will happen. Okay, yeah. So Samya was asking something.
No, I was just saying how he's supposed to teach it if it doesn't learn.
Oh, okay, okay. So how you gonna teach it if it doesn't learn? You're not
Like
gonna
it's
teach.
going to repeat the mistake over and over again. So I don't know how will it help us after some steps?
It's, so number one, it's helping you in generating ideas, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So next step is that you are concerned about whether it's logically correct. It will not be logically correct. That's where your learning is. So the question is that whether you accept this statement blindly or you try to prove it. This is the question. You understand, Samya?
Sorry?
Whether you're accepting this statement blindly or you're trying to prove it.
No, we
That's the
shouldn't be
question.
trusting it blindly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Please go ahead.
clearly it's not correct.
Yes, it's clearly not correct. That's why I said that you need to verify the solution. That's where the educational aspect comes. That means it's like true or false. Is this statement correct? So it's a problem in itself you're trying to solve. Am I making sense? The educational aspect. Um, please
I
tell me.
think it's only helpful in like giving us the idea only. Further, it's sort of confusing on its own.
But okay, but this is telling you how to approach a problem. It's probably giving one small mistake, right, Samya? I mean, I don't know. Like, please tell me what others have. But I think she's correct. This is a problem of ChatGPT. I mean, any generative AI, it doesn't give right solutions. But if you only need right approaches, like if you want all the calculations correct, it will not be helping you. But if you want the ideas and at least how to apply these principles, that will help you in. That it will help you in. But there are subtle cases where it can confuse, not confuse, but it can give wrong solutions. You can call it confusion or you can call an opportunity to learn, whatever you call it, Samya or others. Am I making sense, or do you have any follow-up questions? You're absolutely right. It can confuse you, but you can take that, use that confusion to see whether you can talk to it and see whether it's really correct or not. That's where the education comes up, the learning part comes up.
No, like I was trying the matrix problem you once gave. In that,
Oh,
I was trying to teach it repeatedly
okay,
that
okay, got it, got it.
it's multiplying the matrices in a wrong way.
Yeah.
Uh,
So there are certain, so matrix multiplication doing the wrong way, I think that may be a very, I'm not sure what prompting you are using, but that is something it usually doesn't do it wrong. Okay. But uh, but yeah, that was one of the hardest problems I couldn't solve. So there are issues like this, but most of the problems it's not like that. It's like 90% of the 10% of the cases you will find that. But you need to try out with, because that's the problem I gave it to you, because I couldn't solve it, Samya. Okay. So that was the
okay.
hard, it's like survivorship bias. So it's like it's the hardest problem I gave to you. But yeah, at least this problem I think it's pretty decent, and that's why you need to try out with different uh, generative AIs to get ideas. So not one, it's like ensemble of different ideas. Did you get my point, Samya? So what I am asking you is that this small confusions shouldn't deter you from using it. That's what I mean, and to your advantage. So that's what I mean, Samya. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Any question? Okay. Yeah. So Sai and Pradipto.
Yes, regarding the questions Ravata and Samya had, I think it will be great if all of us know that currently all of the GenAIs are offline. It has memory stored until some point, like meta.ai. I can't recall. It was something about until 2023. And Raghavta was asking if we can teach it. Yes, if we give access to OpenAI, that uh, they can access our chats, particularly in future, all the wrong things will be
Corrected. Yeah, I think he has some internet issues because of cyclone. But yeah, in OpenAI it has. But Samya's point is really important to know that if it doesn't learn from its mistake, what it can do, it can only learn in a local point, and that's why big companies are there. I mean, this cannot be done in a small way. You got to learn, for every student is to learn, so it has to be done in a computational much vast manner. So that will take time, but we have to use this to our advantage right away, whatever is there. And I would suggest every student to use multiple problems, multiple GenAI tools out there. I think at least I can Gemini, ChatGPT, and Meta.ai, the Llama 3 model. uh, okay, so um, let's see. Can someone give this prompt to Llama 3 and see what, sorry, the Gemini, and see, because let's see if I can access Gemini. Okay, I can also access the OpenAI chat online, Microsoft. What it is called? I forgot even. What is it called online? The Microsoft chat, the Bing chat, Copilot, right?
co-pilot.
Yes. So let's ask this and let's see what it has to do. Oops. Samya, please don't be discouraged, okay? Because yeah, that it is doing some things wrong.
No, sir, I'm not discouraged. I'm just trying to like understand how to efficiently tell it the right way to do it so that I can understand it better.
Yeah, I understand. That will need some time. You will need to, interact with it. Um, and you will understand slowly that what it cannot do. Yeah, please say, Sai, whatever you want to tell it to some. Like, please, we are a community together, and that's why we need a community to guide you, okay, so that we don't get distracted. That's why you to talk over and over again. Yeah, this is something not doing correctly because it's not asking me step by step. Oh, neither it is giving good LaTeX. Oh god, this is terrible. This is giving wrong stuff.
Personally, I think Bing is the worst of
All.
Gen AI for problem solving. I
It
think.
Yeah.
is. It barely converts LaTeX to English. It doesn't understand for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay. No, I know because these people have specifically trained for the data sets. Okay, for problem solving. That's why you will see that for OpenAI, it's written uh, for problem solving or whatever you want to do. Here, I think it's written. You can use it for problem solving or something. I saw that somewhere. Okay, so let's try to.
There is.
So, Sai, you want to tell Samya something, right? Did you tell her?
Yeah, yeah. No,
Please tell her.
it's so Samya, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Samya.
yeah, Samya. So for ChatGPT, this is what I have observed. It starts giving you correct answers after some time. Like you have to use it many times, tell it that you're getting it wrong, and then it will start giving you right answers. And this will happen only for certain kind of questions, which I have observed that are generally probability and statistics questions. Oh, sorry, probability and combinatorics questions. If you give it some sequence question or something maths question, where you have to use formulae or just some sequence of formulas and certain kind of ideas, it won't get wrong. It will, including the steps, it will do the math correctly, including the integrals. This kind of problems mostly happen for probability and combinatorics. That's why my question to Shraddha was this: that how do we deal with it? And I personally haven't completely figured out the solution of how to get it done efficiently. Certain kinds of question for ChatGPT, even for combinatorics and probability, it does well. But if you can just ask it to give you the steps, and then you can then work out the steps. We can't expect ChatGPT or any GenAI to give us the complete whole and soul solution like it is written in the solution books. And if ChatGPT gives us that, then there is no use of doing it. Then because we are not really using our head, we are just consuming the solution.
Yeah, but I think what also Samya wants to know that if it gives wrong answers, how to make it give right answers. To be honest, I really don't know the answer, but these are the strategies that's number one. That is a community for will be constantly interacting with each other. Number two, what worked for me is asking it to revisit that thing again and explain me why
Exactly.
it is. That has worked sometimes. But for example, you have seen for Llama 3, I believe it is better at mathematics and problem solving, but didn't work. But let's try it once again. Okay, but before that, let's try the Gemini. Uh, yeah, who texted? I cannot. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. This is doing good. Anyone texted something? Okay. So yes, please continue. Brainstorming ideas. Okay. Inclusion, exclusion, complementary probability. Very good. Can you use the one that you think is the best? Okay. Okay, this is better because it's asking me. Okay, I think Gemini is doing better here. Okay, please. Yeah, I can. So now you see, some you can write no. So then it will explain. Do you want me to write no? Okay, so it's telling me that we're interested in probably at least 2 events occur. This can exactly 2 events, all 3 events occur. Powerful because it will handle situation between overcounting certain exactly. We could overcome all the cases where 3 events occur multiple times for each event. So okay, yeah, this looks good now. Please continue. Okay, suddenly changed to non-LaTeX. This is not impressive, but this is not impressive enough though. Writing in LaTeX, make sure it is mathematically consistent. Yeah, it forgets, so you have to remind it. That's the only thing. Okay. Okay, it reads like this. Okay, it has again P of A. Oh, it's confusing. Okay, they are defining as P of A, and they are saying, okay, they are denoting that at least 2 events occur. I don't think it is correct. Because we can never find this. But can you see the screen still yet? So you can ask here, but we are not given the information of the P of EIs. Okay. Conditional probability. Bapre. But there is no conditional probability information given. Okay, it says that it's impossible to solve. Okay, so yeah, you see the issues out there, but it kind of asks you whether you can, what are the processes to do better in a better way. That's Gemini is doing better. Yeah, Sai.
Can we ask it to give us prompts that will make it solve the question?
Prompts.
लाइक उसको ही बोलना है कि मुझको प्रॉम्प्ट्स दो, तुमको मैंने क्या देना चाहिए.
Okay, so yeah, these are the things we can try out. But what do you think till now worked the best for the problem solving? What do you think, guys? What do you think solved the best till now? is best? Samya, Sai, Pradipto, Rahul, Shrestha, Swastik, Niraj, and Rahul. What do you think really helped? ChatGPT, okay. What about others? Yeah, it's mathematically correct. ChatGPT 4.0, okay. But I also believe Llama 3, the Meta.ai is also really good. Okay, so now let's go on to the next. So this is how you have to interact with it, and we will discover more prompts. Your duty also is to discover. Yeah, yeah, it's also not in India. So ChatGPT is, I think, better. Okay, so now the next part is, so let's stick to ChatGPT only. That's why I asked ChatGPT. Now let's look into now problem creation. We have understood problem solution. Now the creation part. So now what I will ask is this, that is I will ask it to create a problem like this. So let's see. This is how you can see. Okay. Okay. Now I have this whole prompt. Let me. I'm not sure whether it will give or not, but let's see. Okay. So this is. Okay. So now it's asking me for the problem, right? So this is the problem. Let's do one thing. Can you write a code with so let's see. Okay, now it's visible. Yeah, this is a problem, right? Yes. So ideas using the problem is given probability is the intersection of events. So how we are creating a new problem? We are looking into what ideas are given in the problem and using those ideas to create similar problem statements. Okay. Idea using the problem given probability is the intersection of events. We need to find the probability of at least 2 events occurring. Do you want to proceed to the next step? Proceed with a yes or no. Yes. What type of problem do you want to create next? I want to create MCQ with one option correct. Do you want to like the setup of original problem or do you want to make it different? Let's keep it the same. Let's see what it does, keeping it the same. Do you want to? Okay, so it's creating a new problem statement. The probability exactly 2 events occur is equal to is 1/3. Which is yes, but you will see. So now it's asking for feedback, and this is the most important. It's learning from feedback. Do you like the option? The novelty is uh, 1 out of 5 because you see at least exactly 2 events will occur. Oh, exactly 2 events will occur is no. Oh, it's not novelty. It's 2. 1/3. It's like 3. That's a mathematical soundness. I mean, it's okay. 4/5 difficulty level. I would say 3/5. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So it creates different options. You see that it gives a setup same. Now it's creating different options. Okay. Okay. Now it asks for options. Now let's do the same thing. Okay. Now using these options and similar options, create a new problem. Just give me a minute. Okay, new options are this. See? So it has transformed this problem into a new problem. You see this, guys? Now this is keeping the setup same. Since you have generated 3 options, it has done this. But this is mostly for problems like this, okay? I will tell you. For problems like this, where the options are like, each option is an individual statement. This is the actual problem. Then it generates new problems, new options like this. New option, which is different. And I've collected all those options into finding a new problem, right? So this is for statement-based problem. We need to do a different, different sequence. So probably what I will do is this. I will, here in this case, I will ask it that the setup shouldn't be the same. Make it different. Keep, let's see what it does. I don't know. I've never tried it out. Keep the options numerical only. Okay, it's very foolish because it's just changing the problem, like the options. That's what it's doing, right? So, but okay. So now, okay. So let's do yes, and then last for novelty. No, make. So this is not working because I have just kept it for that. The whole prompt is kept for statement-based thing, but don't make it more novel and mathematically sound. And similar difficulty level. The actual problem statement. Do not change the problem setup. Now let's see what it does. You may also change the problem setup. This is not working because, okay, let's try out for different. Yeah, Pradit, you want to say something?
No, actually, what you are doing currently, I want to ask that same thing. If we change the novelty and rating to 1 or 0, will it change the setup or not?
Yeah. So let me try out a different problem where they are statement based. So let me show you one. Not this numerical based. So for numerical based, there should be a different. Okay. So okay, I have a different problem right now. I think I cannot use. Okay, it's so let's use Gemini to or Pix to text. Hugging face. So you can go here, upload the image. Submit. I hope it works. I don't know. So you see, it'll detect. This is very beautiful, actually. I like it. Because of the watermark, it's causing some problem, but I don't think it's an issue here. Oops. Okay, that's great. Oh, he had also taken Guwahati and stuff like that. But it's okay. We will change it somehow. Unknown. Some G theta. Okay. Okay. Let's see what it gives. Let's see. We have. Oh, it doesn't take the variance of this. Okay. Let's see the first three options only. So for this problem, where did it go? For this problem, let me give it this. Yes, but use for mathematics. Yeah, there are a few things that need to be done for the technicalities. Yes, let's do it. Okay. This asks, this tells you all the options. Yes. Next step. Yes, keep it same. Okay. So what is the original problem? Let's see. So original problem is this. Sufficiency UMV variance and this. It creates a new option, which is this. Which is interesting, right? Which is pretty good. What do you think? It is not there. What do you think of this? Raghav, what do you think of this? Of course, whether it's correct or not, you have to find it. But based on this problem,
Yes, sir.
G theta is given, Rao, the Kramer rho bound is given.
Yes, sir. So, like, he's making a new option for the same problem.
Yes.
Okay. So then it's
Because we
doing
have
great,
kept
I
the
guess.
setup same.
Yeah. So I think it's great then.
Huh?
I think it's doing good then.
Okay, what
Like
about
this is a
others?
good. This could be a good option.
Yeah. So we can keep on. So let's say we respond, yes, this is option. This is for true and false. You have to create different prompts for different types. Numerically, you have to keep it different. For example, step 7, now we could respond like this. So let's say 3, 4, and difficulty level is 2, let's say. Now let's see what it does. Yes, please make it 1. Okay, so it's giving another unbiasedness, but you see that it probably will be in the terms. Now let's make it so since I told it's difficulty level, okay, now let's make it 4. This should be 5, or let's do it 3. Novelty should be more. Make a problem with the feedback. Okay, it's making a different problem altogether. But yeah, I made a mistake. Make an option. Okay, so it's giving in the terms of unbiasedness only. Okay, but you can change that later on. You can, but it's converting into unbiased thing only. So because it's in the same direction, you can ask it to create in a different way. But what I mean is that it has the opportunity to create similar more options. So you can specifically tell them to create. For example, here is sufficiency. So you can ask using the information of the options. like unbiased sufficiency, Kramer-Rao lower bound, and similar ideas used in the problem options. Okay, this is okay, this is interesting. This is a pretty good, because you see they have given X bar as one of the options. So sample variance isn't okay. This sounds interesting. But again, it's given unbiased estimator. So let's make it. Okay, now it's coming MLE. So if you generate multiple things, okay, this is interesting now. This is interesting. What do you think? So for example, if it is the you can make a totally different problem with these options, new options, right? You have got already F and G. What do you think, guys? So I would like to know from the students' point of view. Samya, Pradipta, Kumalo, and
Well,
Rahul, Niraj.
shouldn't we write in the prompt on the scale up to 5 or 10? Because how it is understanding what scale we are using.
Yeah, so you're right. That is actually I did it in Llama 3. They automatically understood, and they were asking me out of 5. So in this, so that's why. So let me do it in Llama 3 for you and see what happens. And I believe it will give better options. Oh, so let's say. Oops. Okay. Yes. So it's creating the ideas, random sampling from normal distribution Kramer-Rao. Yes, proceed to step 4. Let's see what it gives. Okay, let's say MCQ with one option correct. Keep the same setup. Okay. It's creating a different option. But yeah, it's again the unbiased thing. It's proving also, but I'm not sure whether it's correct or not, but hopefully it's correct. Okay, now it's automatically asking out of range 1. Okay, so that's why I didn't give it. But is equal to, let's say, I want 5, more difficult. And probably I would say varied statistical ideas. I would make it again.
And one thing also, we are not defining whether the option will be correct or incorrect.
Yeah, because it doesn't know whether it's correct or not. That's the job of the person who is creating the problem. Okay, so now this is interesting. I'm sure this was not there. Okay, this was in fact there as a different option as L theta, the Kramer. No, I think it's not there. Okay, so L theta, it's okay. So it's kind of giving a different kind of option, but it looks different. But yes. Yeah, you were saying something, Pradipta?
Yes, because we have given all the 4 options previously. in the previous prompt, one of them was correct. So if now it is continuing other options like option E, option F, so automatically all other options will be incorrect
Okay.
because one option is correct.
No. So see, do not worry about those. We can change it into multiple choice. Okay. Do not think about. So the goal of a problem with this. So there are many kind of problems, right? So one of the problem is that there's a statement and 4 options are each of the individual options with a true or false, right? It can be MCQ or MSQ both, right? So the basic idea is this, that we need to create more options so that we can create more problems. Whether it's turning out to be MCQ or MSQ doesn't matter. Okay. Am I making sense? So you see, so every statement is a problem. So for example, now you see llama y, llama 3 is preferred here. It gives a different statement. Consistency was not there in the problem at all, if you see. But it's creating a different problem altogether. Raghav, what do you think about this now? And others? What do you think? Samya, what do you think about this? Do you think it will be helpful for you?
Yes, I think it will be.
Okay. Do you have any insights or anything that you want to tell us? Like, okay. Okay. So any other questions from others? Sai, Pradipta, Raghav, Rahul, Shumalya? Okay. So what I will do is that we will do again meet in 1 week or 2 weeks. In the next 1 week, I will give you can select 3 problems of your choice. Yes, as you keep to maneuver prompts, it actually helps because it giving feedback to ChatGPT instantly. So my suggestion is that so my homework will be to all of you is I will give you can select any 3 problems of jam. Samya can select any probability or mathematics problem that she knows and try to solve the problem using ChatGPT. Write the prompts down, or Gemini or any other Gemini, ChatGPT, or whatever other things. Share the prompt, make a PDF, and make a PDF of the solution. So at the end of this, for example, at the end of this, if you write, please write the solution fully in LaTeX format. I don't know, it's not giving here, but actually it gives. Okay. I mean, this has, I think, it has stopped because, okay. So we have to go to a different chat. But yes, my suggestion will be, instead of giving it a picture, give the LaTeX problem to it. Okay. This can really help you. For example, let me show you here this one. So now if I ask write the solution fully in LaTeX, yeah, it gives the entire solution in LaTeX. Okay. So if you can copy this and search online LaTeX compiler, if you just go to this whole thing and just write it here, or you can just go here and ask it, do it for a single overleaf LaTeX document. Okay, it gives the overleaf LaTeX document, and you see how clear it is. So now you copy this, go to overleaf, and write this down. Now let's see. So you see how beautiful it's written here now. Now you can add just this, ask it to do it in bullet format and stuff like that. But you see that it can do this. So make it write the solution from start to beginning and ask it to summarize and make it in a LaTeX document, and you can get it, and then you can edit it here, right? So I want all of you, I mean, not all of you who are interested to do it. Yes, please do, Sai. And this is a group thing. You need to do it. And number one, a person should be solving a problem. You make the ChatGPT solve the problem and make a LaTeX document, okay, like this. And so that's the final thing. That will be done for 3 problems to 5 problems, and take the same, try to create 3 or 4 or 5 more problems. Like for each problem, create another problem using ChatGPT, like using the prompts I have shown, okay, and discuss it in the group. And I want each one of you to upload 2 documents, 2 PDF file, one of those 5 problems, so 3 PDF files, 1 PDF file for the actual problems, 1 PDF file for the solutions of the problems using ChatGPT, and 1 PDF file for all the problems, new problems that you have created. So let's do it for 3 problems at least. Okay, sounds good. I don't know who will be interested, but I think this can be a good place to start. Those who are interested. Okay. Any questions? Samya, do you want to participate in this?
I can try.
Okay. So please feel free to be. I mean, I think this can be an interesting learning opportunity for all of you. And thank you. And I will share the recording today, and I will also share the prompts inside the Notion, okay, so that you can use it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Rahul, Rahul, can you stay in the meeting? Okay. So Raghav, as you have seen that we have changed this whole thing, a whole process. What do you think about this? Do you think it's something interesting and different?
Yes,